Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Vikings coming in at 5-2, going up against the Rams, who come in at 3-3. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". Able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To throw is Rush. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing here, Rush. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So he shifts past him. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The play clock's running down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
2nd down, 8. Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle. It's incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Norman. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Forbath on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Horvath out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on first down. Rush. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Rush. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the gun, rush. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. First down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Norman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go. Green, 30, Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 1st and 10. Rush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. To throw on 2nd down. Rush. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They'll get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Rush. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st down, Rush. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rush. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rush. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. "35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. And that'll give him a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Forbath to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
A handoff as they run the counter play. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Rams know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the team are right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Gone. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56.
And now here's a carry heading left. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
A give. This is Cook. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to look. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Rush. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Rush fighting through. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Rush to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Rush. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to... begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Second down following the run.
Let's go! B-19!
Now back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Now let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Norman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless. Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but, boy, you know he's going to take another shot.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They don't want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Looking to throw on second down. Rush. Derek Rivers in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go! Blue landed!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rush. Time for a break. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And take it right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. That's how you, Charles. You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go. 3-19.
To throw again. Rush. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. The Rams on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Rush. He's going to let it fly. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.